Hi everyone, I'm Eliza Paulson and I am 42 years old. Today I'm going to share with you my journey, how I discovered I have a lump, how I thrive and battle this breast cancer. When I discovered it, it was beginning of 2018 and I didn't see my doctor until May because she was on holiday, something like that. It's hard for her to say if it's a lump really or whatsoever, so she sent me for a mammogram and ultrasound. So I went for my mammogram and ultrasound. The thing that I noticed when I did my mammogram, the testing for my mammogram, she keeps going back and forth to the doctor, and it seems like the doctor wasn't satisfied what she wants to see on the picture or the images. So the third time that she came and did another pictures, that hits me that I might have a cancer. She asked me to go to the next door across where the mammogram room was, and I have to do a ultrasound. So when I was there and lying on the bed for my ultrasound, I asked the nurse if she could tilt a little bit the monitor towards me so I can see what she's doing or what she was seeing on the screen, what she's trying to capture the images. So she did that one. She was really nice. When she was taking pictures of it, I can see, I thought when I felt that lump on my right breast, I thought there was only one, but on the screen there was three, the one that I probably felt when I was checking myself. And so she said to me, after the test, after all the pictures, and she went out and talked to the doctor as well. She came back and we did another pictures, maybe a couple more. Said the doctors wasn't satisfied again. And so before I left the room, she asked me if I could stop at the registration and ask if I could book an appointment for my biopsy. The following week, I went and did my biopsy. Tuesday, when my family doctor called and she wants to see me right away, and so I wasn't nervous. To be honest, I wasn't nervous because I felt like when I was in the hospital and doing my mammogram and ultrasound, I felt like I have a cancer. So when my doctor called us out, we went there. My husband went with me, and I was joking on our way. Well, it's time for me to have a bigger buns because I never had a bigger bun. So I was joking that I'm gonna do double D, something like that. It was so funny, but just to ease up and not the tension and thinking of that I really have cancer, which deep inside of me I know I have. It's just clearing the air. We just lost my mother-in-law 2 years ago. We just lost my mother-in-law 2 years ago, and then now here I am finding out that I have a cancer. So we get in the room and my doctor asked me, "Hey Eliza, what's going on?" I don't feel sorry or I don't feel scared, because from that moment, as I said earlier, from that moment that I was in the hospital and I felt in my gut that I have it, I accepted it from that moment that I do have a cancer. So the thing is, when we found out that I have a cancer, invasive ductal carcinoma, stage 2, grade 3. The hardest part with me is telling my kids. I think not until 3 days before my surgery, September 25 when I had my surgery. So 3 days prior that's when when we decided to talk to our kids and tell them that I have a cancer, that I need to go to the hospital and do this surgery. I couldn't talk. I couldn't say that mommy is sick. And my husband talked to our kids, and my son took it a little different in a way that he would just go in his room and do his thing. He's not talking. He wasn't even talking to me that much. My daughter was the opposite of that. She would just, when she found out, when my husband told her that I have a cancer, she cried and cried and cried, and she came and hugged me and said, "I love you, Mama. I hope you're not gonna die." It was funny, but I said, no, Mommy can do this. I can do this. You know what? I'm gonna make it. That's what I said to her. I'm gonna make it. Someday down the road, I would like to see my grandchildren, and I wanna babysit them. That's what I said. And so we went to the hospital on September 25th. I did bilateral mastectomy. The reason why for me I chose to have the bilateral mastectomy, I was afraid that after maybe a few months or several months, and then I will find out that I will have another one problem on my left. So it took me a while before I decided that I'm gonna do it both. The same day I went home at night, because that was my request. I said I don't want to stay in the hospital. I'm more comfortable to stay in my house. So went home. My husband and my daughter came and got me that night. That was the time that it hit me so bad that I never thought in my entire life that I will not be able to lift my hand or even like this high. No, you can't. I need help with everything. I can't wash my hand, I can't wash my face, I can brush my teeth, but whenever I need my arm a little bit higher, no, I will need somebody's help. So my sister always come over. I sponge bath, and then my daughter sometimes she wash my hair. My happiest moment that I had was time to take the both drains in my breast, because whenever you have less than 30 ml for consecutive days, my surgeon took it out, and that was the happiest ever moment. And then that's when I started having back my arm as well. Every morning, every day, I never gave up to exercise and trying my best take my arm back, because it was hard. It was really hard not having it. I can't even brush my hair because it's high enough. I can't lift anything, nothing. And I can't even get up myself on the bed. I need my kids or my husband or anyone that I have with me in the house, around the house. But during the day, I was by myself. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard, but I get through it. I did it. I supposed to get my first chemo on October 30th, 2018, but it didn't happen because something wrong on the left breast, something swollen or something, and my oncologist said we'll start your treatment on November 5th. Before that, we went and asked my surgeon if she would give us a green light, if it's okay to go somewhere else, somewhere warm and nicer, because it was cold back here, to have a 1-week holiday. And she said, come 3 days before your flight or something, and let's see. And yeah, she gave us a green light, so we went for holiday for a week and came back on November the 3rd, the 4th, November the 4th. And the next day, no, November the 3rd, and the next day I went for my first chemo. I was so happy, I was so bubbly, and I was off at work already. My first chemo, they did it on my vein, on my arm, but I didn't really like it. So I asked if they have any option how to do it, because I know how long would be my treatment will be, because I have 21 cycle of chemotherapy and then 25 cycles of radiation. I asked them if I could do something about for my chemo, so I would not ended up having those dots on my arm. So they suggested if I would like to do port insertion. I never thought having a port insertion is a little or mini surgery that I need to go through. I was so thankful that I did it, because it took a year and 3 months to finish all my chemotherapy. I just finished my last chemo at the end of 2019, December 31st, 2019. After that chemo, we celebrated with our friends. This journey was hard. For me, I didn't really felt it was hard. Or there are times that I feel so low, I feel so alone, something like that, but I always push that away. I never really want to have a sad moment since the day that I found out that I have a cancer. I never really want any negativity around me. I don't like it. And whenever I see my husband that he's thinking or he's concerned, well, I understand what he's feeling towards it, but I don't really want to see any sadness or any negativity around. I tried to avoid social media since the day that I found out that I have a cancer. It was, I think for me, it was the best decision that I did, asking questions about it. And I don't want reading any messages or something that, oh, I feel so sorry. For some reason, I'm not bragging, but I just don't like those kind of words. All I want is happiness, is smiling, positivity, good vibes, like those kind of stuff. The whole time that I have been at home alone healing, I always watch shows that makes me laugh. I don't like something that makes me cry. Anything that makes me laugh, I'm in. And then reading some books. But I'm not really into reading because it makes me fall asleep all the time, and nobody will lift me up, and it's hard. It's hard for me, so I would just stay up and watch my funny shows, something like that. But throughout my family and friends, the big thing that helped me through this journey is my family and friends. They were so helpful, they were so caring, and everything with their understanding and love and care. I really appreciate that so much. Um, I've learned a lot during those times as well. Even now, my family, and spending more time with them and my kids. And one thing that I wanted to send out to everyone as well is be self-cautious with yourself. If you think that you're finding something in your body, something that is different, go and see your doctor right away and don't wait up, because there are some cases that it's might be too late for you when you hold and hold and hold up when you're gonna go see your doctor, and then it's too late. I was just so lucky that I was so aware. I do check myself all the time if something's going on, or if I'm feeling different. I'm feeling not feeling down, but just feeling different than feeling abnormal. Let's just say abnormal. At first, I didn't like my scars. I'm beginning to embrace my scars. Every little scars on my chest, it's a reminder. A reminder for me, it's a reminder of a second chance. Second chance to do something. Second chance of everything. That's why I would like to inspire other people. If they could do that for themselves, be trying to be cautious, trying to be more not being picky on what you're eating, but become more healthier, becoming more healthier through eating, exercising, doing stuff that makes you feel good. Really thought that I have the strength, like that strength in me, until I got into this journey in my life. Last month, I received a letter from RCH and congratulating me that I am a cancer survivor, and I'm hoping to continue doing what I'm doing, being happy, being jolly, and I hope I inspired anyone or someone just like me who battled or who is still battling breast cancer. And I hope you guys won't stop believing. Be strong. You can beat it. You can do this. If there are going to be times that you're going to be down, you can call me. You can reach out with me, and I'm happy to chat. And I have been looking for something as well to do a volunteering. Well, with this pandemic, it's so hard, but once it's gone, I would like to go back on volunteering, and I would like to do, if I could, the one-on-one volunteering with cancer patients. That would be nice, and that would be great. And always remember, there is life after cancer. It may be different because it's not the same way as before, but the way that you're seeing life now after cancer, it's way different. For me, I'm enjoying it more. I'm enjoying it more because I realize a lot of things that are more important to me, to my life, especially my family, my kids. And hopefully you guys do the same thing. As I said earlier, if you want to reach out, ask me questions. I would love to share what the tricks and tips that I did, because I didn't have any nausea, not as much of those. I have a bad acid reflux during my chemotherapy, but rather than that, I didn't really feel any nausea, anything, not really. Being weak after chemo, it's fine. I would like to inspire you to do the same thing. If you want to ask me with any questions, what did I do, the tricks and little stuff that I did, why I didn't have a funny taste, metal taste, something like that, I would love to answer all your questions. And keep fighting. God is with you all the time, and have faith and hope we can be friends. Okay, bye.